Good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Anywho, the computer is acting up. But I saw somebody sent me something today, and I want to speak on it. And it was something about a statue being. Now, I don't know if this is what it really is because I didn't investigate. I just looked at it and said, okay, if a group of people are pulling down a statue that is, I do understand that some things have a psychological connotation subliminally. I get that. But if it's being pulled down by just random people that feel that it doesn't need to be there, I have to breathe. That's not going to end the problem, is what I'm saying. Chaos is not going to end problems that we have with racism in this country. I hope we realize that. I hope that people do not try to justify their actions of chaos. That's not the answer. We have beautiful, wonderful, powerful minds that we can use because we are energetic beings. And I'm telling you, you're wasting your energy. You're wasting your energy by pulling down the statue. That's not the way to go about it. Chaos is not, it's not going to lead to order that we as a whole are going to benefit from. Because I'm telling you, when or if, because of chaotic actions, the National Guard steps in, the order that they will create due to the chaos is something that you will not benefit from. Be careful who you follow. Please be careful. We have to pay attention to the statements being made in the media, through statements being made by our actions. We have to. Please pay attention. Because if you don't pay attention, you're going to fall for that okie doke. I don't freaking care if a statue has been in this state, in the state that we're in the world, in the atmosphere that we're in this world right now. A statue being torn down is not going to change racism. A statue being torn down is not going to make someone feel differently than they felt, especially if they're in power, especially if they have the main control, especially if they can come in and show you what order looks like if you create chaos. We must pay attention. We cannot continue to do things that are chaotic and expect the order that we want to happen, especially if we don't have order within ourselves. I'm telling you, don't fall for those that are creating the chaos, just like those that was creating the looting. That was um, the main force behind the disorder, the looting, the fires, and pulling down statues. What are you going to gain from that? Because your chaos is going to allow the powers that be to step in, and you will have no rights. Please do not put us in a position where some of us are trying to get the heck up out of here. Please don't do that. Allow the energy within yourself to create order and within yourself, and not be a follower to the madness. I don't even know how else I could say it. Don't allow your energy to become the chaos and the madness that will allow the powers to be to step in and take away all your rights. It's so much going on. If you all get a chance, I put it on my Facebook page, I put it on my Ascending Bonds of Consciousness page, that young Pharaoh is going to be interviewing Angela Staton today. And even though I know most of you do not like Trump and she is a Trump supporter, please do not allow the fact that you don't like Trump to not listen to what she's saying. This is why I say we have to be smart about the energy that we put into the universe, especially at this time in this atmosphere. We really have to be careful. Allow your ears to hear and heed, and your mind to penetrate words that are being spoken, be able to read between the lines, and then see the actions of others. See the actions. I'm not talking about what the media portrays, because there's a hidden agenda in that as well. Remember, the life that we are seeing is like an iceberg. You're only seeing 10 to 20% of the reality. Most of it is being hidden from us. Why is it being hidden? Because the powers that be don't want you to access your power. And your power begins with you being opened for the truth and taking your energy, instead of projecting it on one freaking person. Like, I don't even understand that. I don't understand how we have gotten to this point. I'm not trying to understand how we've gotten to this point. All I'm saying is change your mind, shift your energy, and accept your truth, whatever it may be, so that we can move and progress this world in a way that our children's 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 children will be able to survive. Because when I tell you there is some okie doke going on, you have to listen to young Pharaoh. You don't have to. You can choose to listen to young Pharaoh's last lecture on how Fox News is exposing a lie or something like that. I put it on my page. Anyway, it's a lot of good information in there. They're talking about Chaz, which I didn't even know what was going on in Seattle. Like I said, there's a lot of okey doke going on in the world. A lot of things that really don't make sense. And Chaz is not going to make sense to you. If you're a rational human being, it's not going to make sense. The premise is going to sound, oh, they creating order and they're doing it for themselves. And I'm telling you that we do not have enough resources to take over a 7-block radius without some type of order. We don't have that yet. Nope. No. We ain't there yet. Y'all. We are not there yet. Anywho, that just doesn't make sense to me. And most of the people there are Caucasian. Like, you're not the victims of the racism in the world. You're not. If anything, you're benefited from it. So why would you? It doesn't make sense. When you really, really think about it, read beyond. I know we have hope that we want this world to be a better place. We have this hope that we want justice and we want everybody to have rights. And I know that that's what we have hope. So we want to see good in it. But what I'm saying to you is you have to read between the lines. You have to see the reality of it. And you have to question, how did it get to that point and why is that there? Don't fall for the okie doke, please. Bringing down a statue, trying to take over the world without a systematic order in place is not the way to do it. That you are going to become victims under a whole nother control that I don't even know what I can say about it. We have to be focusing in on open up the borders, making sure that people businesses open back up, so where we can start supporting small businesses, and that should be our main focus. The country being opened up, not some vaccine, because there's a lot of people we cannot trust during these vaccine situation. And see, please listen to Dr. Shiva also, because Dr. Shiva has this system that medically makes a lot of sense for us. And not only that, he talks about how the no not so obvious establishment are being put in place to make it seem like they're on the greater good side, yet they still have the same hidden agenda as the powers that be. So we have to be very careful, especially because it's a lot. If you want to know the truth, you have to listen to truth speakers. You have to listen to people that are willing to tell you the truth without a hidden agenda. Some people that I suggest is Dr. Shiva. He is definitely on point. Uh, as a scientist, you have young Pharaoh that's just giving information. He's really ready to get to the next level. He's doesn't want to continue talking about this whole deep state, and I understand that because there are other important things that's just as important as that. So, because he's a teacher, he's a truth speaker, and he's a teacher. So, but check out Dr. Shiva. He has some great ideas. And if you get a chance today, please listen to Young Pharaoh interview Angela Staton. She is another truth speaker that's out for the greater good of. She can't do one person can't do everything. Just like I said, we can't blame all the problems of the world today on Trump. You cannot do that. You have to look at the work that he's done and make your assessment from there instead of paying attention to that media, because I'm telling you, that media is lying to you. That mainstream media is lying to us. That's why I don't watch it. This is why I didn't even know about what was going on in Seattle, because I don't watch mainstream media. I listen to some truth seekers, truth speakers, and from that I make my assessment. I'm not here to take my energy and give it to anybody. I'm not doing that. So I suggest that we take back our power. That's all. Love, love, love. Peace, peace, peace. Joy, joy, joy.